Social networking sites are the main communication vehicle for teens these days, and as some young people are discovering, every tweet or status update lives on forever and ever. CBS News correspondent Kelly Wallace reports.
I just got a friend request.
Allie Schulman and her friend Gianna Tino confess they've posted things on Facebook they've later come to regret.
One time, when I got in a fight with my boyfriend, I put the status up, and then I realized he has Facebook and now he can see it, and all of his friends can see it, so it's just awkward.
It's just moments where you'll get mad and you're like, why did I just let the world know that I said that?
According to a new national poll of 13 to 18-year-olds, 39% say they have regrets about some of their online activities. 28% say they've shared information they would not normally share in public. And Allie and Gina told me kids often pretend to be someone else.
Someone they don't like, people will make a fake profile about them and write stuff about them to insult them or whatever.
The poll found 25% of teens admit creating a profile with a false identity.
Anonymity opens the door wide open for kids not to take responsibility for their online actions.
Parents, the survey found, are often out of the loop. For instance, only 4% of parents think their teens check Facebook 10 times a day, whereas 22% actually do.
Diane, you're shaking your head saying, oh boy.
Who are these boys? Who's that?
Allie's mom, Diane, admits she has a lot to learn about Facebook, but says her message to her kids remains the same.
I just told them, you don't have to tell everybody on there everything. Have some privacy.
And every post leaves behind a digital footprint that remains long after those high school years are a distant memory. Kelly Wallace, CBS News, Florham Park, New Jersey.
Joining us now is psychologist Dr. Jennifer Hartstein. Good morning.
Good morning.
Can we still be doing this segment?
I know.
Right?
It just keeps changing and changing and changing. And each time, the internet is so vast, we have to figure out what to do with it.
And these kids are still doing remarkably stupid stuff online.
Their judgment is not really the best. It's really a shame. They still put just negative pictures and really incriminating things on there.
And what was the percentage? 30-some% said they wrote something that they regretted?
Yes, which is good news. I have to say that's great news. At least they're finally recognizing that there are limits and things they need to be aware of, which is the first.
You have tips, and the first one says, as a parent, you should open your own social network profile.
Right. You're looking at me with disbelief, but I think it's really important for parents to know what these social networking sites are.
Right.
You need to know what your kids are doing. I opened a profile, and magically all of these people, some of whom I haven't talked to in 30 years, are friending me.
Sure. So kids, at least then you know what the process
absolutely,
is.
You need to know.
Because there's no way you're going to friend your kid's friends, your whatever.
Well, I would recommend that you friend your kid so that you can actually check out what they're doing.
Right. And they're going to set up their own site that is the one that you have access to, and then they're going to put their own that their friends actually have access
possibly, but I also think it's it's possible.
No, that's
kids
what they
are
do.
sneaky.
That's exactly what they do.
Kids are sneaky. They're going to go about their thing. But the fact is, you wouldn't send your kids to other people's homes without knowing what they were doing.
Right.
You need to know who they're friends with online.
Right.
You need to be able to check. You can say to them, "I'm not going to be your friend and write you all sorts of notes." There's that commercial where she puts all her posts on the face page. We don't want to do that, but you want to be able to check on occasion what they're doing.
At what point is there an age line at which point a kid gets to be anonymous?
Well, I think just as with our children in high school, we give them more and more freedom. As they demonstrate they can handle more and more freedom, we will give them more and more freedom.
Right.
And I think that's important.
And if you're going to set rules, what kind of rules can you set?
Well, I think you want to let them know that they have to be responsible. They have to teach them what is okay to put online. Teach them that a picture of them at a party, with a really skimpy dress on, is not appropriate to put online. It gives the wrong message. So we want them to be aware of what's real, what's not real, and how it can impact them later.
I think the other part of it is somehow to be able to communicate to them that everything has a consequence.
Absolutely. Face-to-face is now face-to-cyberspace. So we really need to be careful, and we need to teach them that how they would interact with you on a face-to-face is the same on cyberspace, and once it's out there, it's out there forever, and we can't get it back.
And anonymous isn't anonymous.
Anonymous is never anonymous.
Dr. Jennifer Hartstein, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure to see you.